Estimate your worth based on the thoughts and opinions people have about you. Doesn't really matter. Believe in yourself and the rest is history. This is Live Your Dreams. I'm Esther Michael Emeh. In this program, I will be talking to a young man who's going to be telling us about his life, his love, his conviction, his passion, and all about him. So stay with me as I take you through an inspirational moment. You're watching Star TV Network. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Live Your Dreams with me, Esther Michael Emeh. And this is a show that you do not want to miss for anything else in the world. Here we tell real-life stories of people who have made history and who continue to make history. The stories and their lives will inspire you. And so, I have in the studio a filmmaker, a producer, an actor, a comedian, you name it. He's going to be telling us all about himself. Welcome to the show, Sulaiman Stevens.
Thank you.
So tell us, who is Sulaiman Stevens?
Well, Sulaiman Stevens was born in Bo, grew up in Bo. I went to St. Francis Primary School and I went to Christ the King College. I actually went to a college, I didn't go to a secondary school. My dad is retired now. He's...
What do you mean by you went to a college, you didn't go to secondary school?
Well, it's Christ the King College, that's the Royal College of the South. That's the only college. And my dad is a retired hematologist. My mom, my darling mom, is a teacher. She's in Freetown here. I'm in a family of 7. Oh. Yep, I'm in the middle, right in the middle. I have a woman before me and I have a woman after. So that makes things so cool. And I'm number 4. Okay. Yeah, and I have 3 here, and I have my elder brother Sam Stevens is in England, the second Amber Stevens is in England, and the third Tajo, Mrs. Johnson, she's in America, and you have Sule Stevens. You have Mamiki Samuel 4 days. That's Sule Stevens. Well, what did I leave out? Yeah, I came to college here. I went to Jala University. I haven't forgot I have a degree.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a degree. Esther, I have a degree. Yes, I know, but I'm sure I have a degree.
Okay, it's probably because you have a degree that you're not, you know.
Linguistics. Yeah, speak a lot of English. I have a degree. Most importantly, Sulaiman Stevens is married.
Ladies, he's off the shelf. It's no-go area.
This is not silver. This is white gold.
Oh, please, seriously, we'll bring this here.
Okay. I'm married to a very beautiful wife. Okay. Her name is Fatmata. Stevens.
Okay, don't worry. We're gonna come to that. Don't rush me for my time, man. Let people enjoy. We're coming back to you. Okay.
You don't want me to show off?
Hold on, please.
I have to. That's my wife.
I know, but not yet. We're gonna get the whole segmented thing, yeah. So let's take it step by step. I know people want to know who your wife is. I would want to know. Everybody wants to know who you are. This is about you, okay? So don't rush it. Take your time. It's your show. Even though you're trying to steal it away from me, but anyways. So let's come back to you, Sulaiman Stevens. As a boy, what was your dream, and who did you always want to become?
Okay, as a boy, I wanted to be a lawyer. Growing up, you know, I had an uncle, Justice Bao. He's dead right now. He inspired me a lot. I used to go with him to court. I sit around the courthouse the whole day. You know, I listen to these lawyers speaking big English, and as I grew up, it became boring. Boring. Because my uncle used to study the whole night. I'm like, so am I gonna be cramming what people have said, people have done in the past, and just come just relive their lives and
are you sure it's because it's boring, or because you're just lazy to read?
No, it's boring. Law is boring. But lawyers are smart though. They cram a lot.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. If you did Arabic and you study law, boy, you're good, because you're gonna be. It's the same cram and pass right through. Hey, I'm just kidding. Lawyers, I have very smart lawyers.
Okay,
very smart.
Tell us about your work. So you have a degree in linguistics, and you moved into movie production and documentaries, and you're also an actor. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. So tell us about your work as a movie producer and as a filmmaker.
Until now, it's a big challenge. You know, you have so much to contend with. When I got done with college, seriously, and I told my dad I was going to make films, and everybody was like, you don't know what you're doing. So if I hear there's an online course on film, I'll run to go do it. If I have there's a short course on film, I'll run to go do it, and everybody will say, you're not really serious. Films are not going to make a living for you here. And I remember when I actually got done with college, there was a time my mom asked me, won't you just start teaching for starters? I know this film thing is not really coming through, so why don't you start teaching? I'm like, no, don't worry, it's gonna come through. My mom used to go to school, and then when she comes back home, I was a graduate, she'll give me 10,000 leons as my transport to go home. So that was situations.
In college, at university level?
When I graduated. It was like BA, begin again. It was that bad. So I didn't have a camera, I didn't have a computer, but I wanted to make films. How was I going to do that? It was so stupid and crazy. And I used to get cameras from friends, and then initially when I started, people started laughing at me. You have friends who wouldn't talk where I'm talking when we're in college, and then they would tell me, they would pull my leg, stick a swipe at me and say, oh, so what are you now, a cameraman? We have a wedding, can you go cover the wedding for us? There's a funeral, I lost my aunt, can you go cover the funeral? I'm like, okay. I make films, I don't do weddings, I don't do funerals. But they knew, but they were just taking a swipe at me to frustrate me. People wanted me to believe I was not doing the right thing. I had a lot of friends who told me, you're smart, you're so smart, why don't you go find a job to do? And I'm like, okay, if I go find a job to do, how much would they pay me? 1 million leons a month or 1,500,000 leons a month? I'm not cut out for that. And I had brothers to take care of. My dad was retired, my mom was a teacher, so I had to make it in life. But thank God nobody succeeded in demotivating me. And today, well, I'm still moving on.
What were your challenges growing up?
A lot. You see, the culture of Sierra Leone, it's not a country where, if people travel out of this country, the first thing you see, or what you see other people, other cultures doing, is believing in their kids and motivating them, believing in what they want to do, supporting them. I don't blame our parents too much or people around too much. Not just our parents, even friends you talk to. Everybody thinks you're idling, you're wasting your time. So growing up, people demotivated me through and through. I was part of a comedy group in Bo, Sarah Entertainers. Because we were doing comedy, we used to wear rag clothes to act, and my dad was a hematologist. People thought, okay, that shouldn't happen. You're from this class, you're up in the reservation, and then you're doing comedy in the streets. That's an embarrassment to your family. You shouldn't be doing that. You've grown past that. And I'm like, I enjoy what I do, so I am going to be doing it. If I have to make fun on the street, I'll do it. That's what I like. So I didn't listen.
That's who you are.
Yeah, so I didn't listen to anybody actually. They used to tell my dad, your boy is not serious. He's supposed to be doing something better with his life, but he's not doing that. But, oh God, Jesus, I say thank you. Today, people tell my dad, oh, your boy's doing very well. I saw him on TV. I saw him on the internet. He's doing well. We're very proud of him.
So through that time, you had people who demotivated you and who made you look like nothing good was going to come out of you. What kept you going? What was that? What was that voice, or what was that tuition? What was the drive force? What kept you moving?
You see, even when I was in college or when I was growing up, if you tell me go study and I'm not serious about studying, if you're my girlfriend, do you know what you should do?
No.
Tell me I'm not serious and you don't want anything to do with me because you don't think I'm going to make it up in life. And that's the time you've motivated me. I hate people daring me. When you dare me, what you're doing is telling me, Sule, you can do it.
Better.
So, thanks to all those who said you will not make it, you're not going to make it. They pushed me. That's what actually motivated. I was willing to prove to people that they were wrong.
They're always wrong.
And I was willing to make them know that, look, I want to live my dream, and I'm gonna live my dream. But the thing is, this part of the world, we were so misinformed. When people talk about films, the only film they see is the future films. The ones you do your scripts, they come sit down, they act, that's what they see. Documentaries are films. Infomercials, like the adverts on TVs, the infomercials, the television commercials, those are films. But people don't see them as films. They say, Ebona adverts, they do. So that's how misinformed people are. And I do loads of documentaries right now for a lot of UN agencies, for UNICEF, for UNFPA. And people still come across me on the street and say, I saw your documentary on TV. I'm like, yeah. But you're not making films anymore. I said, well, that's a film. I'm still making films. That's just a different genre of filmmaking. But that's film, or what they think is the future film we do, which I'm still doing on the side actually, because I'm doing documentaries because I have to make a living. But when you actually want to know where my passion is, it's telling stories. Future film. It's not just any kind of future film. It's things that tells stories about what actually, because nobody can tell stories better than we do. You can't have somebody from Nigeria or America to tell a Sierra Leonean story. That's why the Blood Diamond thing with the Americans, they missed out on everything, because that's an American telling my story, so you can't tell my story better than I do.
Alright, from your personal experiences throughout the years you've lived, what's the one or two things that you've learned that have guided you through your life, getting you to this point?
You see, you have to be focused. That's what's lacking in Sierra Leone. Sorry to say, a lot of people easily get derailed because they get distracted so easily. If you start at some point and then Sierra Leone is a small country. If I do a radio jingle today, it's on radio, everybody knows my voice. The next thing, I heard your voice on the radio. If you do a TVC, like the one I did for the HIV, you do that because HIV was so scary, everybody was shying away, and then you do that, and then people see you, they say, oh boy, we saw you on TV. if you let that get to your head and forget about what you should be doing, you're gonna be derailed, and then you go off, and then it's gonna take you loads of efforts to get back on track. That is, if at all you have the energy to get back on track. So I am always motivated. I have not reached where I want to reach, that I know. Maybe that's one of the reasons. And for me, every job that bears my name or my face has to be either done right or shouldn't be done at all. So I don't care how popular I am, I don't care how much people know me, it has to be the right way or we don't do it at all. So with that on my mind, I have a name to protect. I believe for every production I learn something, I grow from that thing, and then move to another level.
What were your fears, coming up, or within the time you were still trying to find yourself? What were your fears and how did you overcome them? To this point.
Am I doing the right thing?
I know that feeling.
It always comes, when you sit down, you think things are not really working the way you want, and then you ask yourself, are they correct? Are they right? Am I doing the right thing? Is it God talking through them? My father used to say, Vox Populi, Vox Dei, the voice of the people is the voice of God. So sometimes I wonder, are they really correct, or are they only trying to distract me? But something always tells you, your gut always tells you, you're doing the right thing, don't let anybody distract you. You're doing the right thing. I can't quit movie to do anything. It's boring. Anything else is boring. For me, around the shoot set where there are cameras, boy, I'm jumpy. That's me. That's getting so excited.
So when those fears come in, what do you say to yourself?
I think I want to thank God because I get a lot of inspiration from God. I believe in God so much. I rely on God so much for a lot of things, and I think He has directed my path all through and through. And if I'm here today, had it not been God, I thank you. God really held my hands to this moment. I know what I'm saying, Esther. You see, it's difficult for people to understand when I say it's God. It's not. I'm not the smartest person. I'm not the dumbest person, but it's God. It's God. So, those times I just go down on my knees and say, thank you, God. You're always in control, so just be in control. And then He picks me up and sets me on a path.
Sulaiman Stevens telling us his story. Stay focused. It's not enough to have a dream. It's having a drive to see that your dream comes true. So, still with us on Live Your Dreams. I'm Esther Michael Emeh. We'll be right back. Welcome back, it's Live Your Dreams, and I have with me Sulaiman Stevens, who's been telling us all about it. And he's not done yet. We still want to know more, don't we? Yes, Sulaiman Stevens, you're still with me on Live Your Dreams, and I want to know, after a hard day's job, what do you do to relax?
Esther.
Yeah.
You ask who?
You're crazy.
I like my family so much.
Okay.
I have a very jumpy kid. I have a daughter. She's turning 3 in July. on the 20th of July. But she talks as if she's 4. She talks. She's really my daughter. Anyways.
Obviously.
She's enough. And my wife is my best friend. We talk about anything and everything. We when I say we talk. Out there, she's a quiet person. But at home, boy, we talk. So I'm itchy to go home when I'm done working. I so want to see them. I so want to hold them. I so want to be with them. So it's fun. It's sweet to be married.
Alright. Okay. Thank you very much. Remind us. Your work. How do you relate your work to your everyday?
So you have a ring on your finger.
Whatever. Please stop it. This is. What are you trying to do? Don't worry, we'll talk about that out of camera. Okay, back to my question. Your work, how do you relate it to your everyday life? You know, you behind the camera.
I didn't know you have dimples.
Oh, really? You see different pictures every day. You create every day. How does that affect your life as a person?
My work is my work. My daily life is my daily life. They're not. Although people normally say, "Well, Sule, you act your life even when you're not acting." So you've been acting through and through. My Pastor Fode Conte, tells me every day, say, "You're not doing what you do just by chance." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He say, "Do you know that on a normal day, whenever you're around people, they laugh. You always entertain them." I'm like, okay, well, that's the part I really don't notice. So that's exactly what you do. So God is just bringing out what your purpose is. So I don't mix my life, behind the scenes. I'm a nice person. I know I'm a nice person. And then up front, when it's work, it's work.
Yeah.
I don't act my daily life.
What I'm saying now is you tell stories based on future things you do. The stories you tell, you see, you narrate, you put into scripts and give life in character. How do those stories?
Be careful the way you dance around me, because I'm gonna write your life. I'm gonna write your life someday. They don't.
Once I'll be the lead character.
They don't, because writing script actually is a crazy thing. Apparently, sometimes it's real life situations you actually put together to get a story. Sometimes it's something fictional. The fictional part is it's crazy. Sometimes you sit at your computer, you want to start writing, you open Celtics, it takes ages and it's nothing coming. And then you say, okay, I have to put this down, let me get to something. And then the other day, you're having a shower and then something comes up and you're running out of the shower with soap all over you and say, okay, I have to start doing something. So that's the kind of thing. It's interesting though. It's fun, but I'll say it's a gift. It's inspirational. I know people who have tried to be writers, who have tried to tell stories, but they just can't tell the stories because they're not caught out for telling stories. So it's a gift. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You might have people who are lawyers, but you have those who are better lawyers because they're actually made for that. You have people who are doctors, you have people who are better doctors because they're made for that. You see they're made for that, they're caught out for that. So what I do is really a gift. I don't know, I can't tell you how I know this shot is right, this shot is not right. There's the by the book thing, of course, but to even have the eye to see that you're acting, you're not acting, or this is the character, this is not, I can't tell you how I do that. Only God knows how I do it.
Did you ever see yourself where you are now, like those days when it was still cranked up, you know, it was still a struggle coming up? Where you are now, at the point of your life, did you ever envisage it?
Where am I?
Ask yourself. Tell me, where are you, Sulaiman Stevens?
I have not started yet, Esther.
Really?
Yeah.
So okay, tell us, Sulaiman Stevens, from now.
I have not started yet. You know,
But what I'm saying is, there's a growth.
Yeah, there is a growth, but
obvious one.
Yeah. Thank God for that. over the years, I knew I was going to reach this space.
Good.
I knew I was going to reach here, but I still haven't. I'm still moving.
Good.
I'm like moving. I knew, make no mistake, I knew I was going to get here. Here, I've not started yet. So that's why I say, I know people will say, look, I don't know if I'm bluffing the bluff on our first time, but the real thing is I've really not started yet. How many Sierra Leonean films have we sent to Mnet Viewers Choice Award? How many films have we sent to film festivals even in Ivory Coast? Have any Sierra Leonean filmmaker gone to FESPACO? Have any Sierra Leonean gone to the New York African Film Festival? Hell no. So we have not. I've not even started. I am just trying to put myself together, and with filming, it's difficult because yes, I'm a director. I can do script. I can act. But it's a crew. You need a crew. You need a cast. So now we're moving to another level with documentaries, with films. That's the next challenge. Because I know now people say, there's some people who've come across who say, "Me not have salon thing except na nonsense." Well, they started from some point.
Yes.
The Nigerians started from that nonsense to sense right now.
Yeah.
I know Sierra Leoneans have their ways of doing things, but someday will get there. It takes a lot to do a serious feature film. It takes a lot of resources, a lot of money. But Esther, trust me, I'm going there. We're going there together. You're going to be a lead cast in one of my films. So
sure, definitely. I can't wait. Hey, Sulaiman Stevens is here and he thinks he's not started. What are you waiting for? Wake up and start living your dreams. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your temperament like,
Bad. You don't want to test me.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything less.
Bad.
And I'll punch me now, face.
I have bad temper. Like I have a real bad temper. But thank God, my mom used to pray for me so much. My wife prayed so much, and you don't want to see the other side of me. It's crazy. That's why I joke a lot. Now they hide behind the kalukalu. I have to be a little. But I have a bad temper. I don't like it that way. It's not sweet that way. But thank God, now I have a lot of patience with people. Now I don't just yell at people because I want to yell. I don't just get vexed. It's not by me. Thank God. It's God's grace. God is really doing it for me.
Hallelujah.
Thank God. Thank
God. There's nothing Jesus cannot do.
Jesus, thank you.
Okay, everybody has a back pain. Everybody has, when I mean pain, support panel.
Yes, I have a back pain right now. It's a lower back pain. I sit at the computer so much.
Stop it. What's your support? So where do you get your strength from?
Like, which support? Like a tripod from a camera? Oh, okay. Boy. Esther.
Don't worry, chill. You haven't given me the script yet, so don't
support. I want to sit up straight so you can see exactly what support I'm talking about. I get support from my darling wife. Okay. My wife, people won't know what she means to me, but she means a lot to me. She's there for me. She believes in me. And thick and thin, when I have a long day, when I think it's not working, she'll tell me, she'll just give me a smile. She's very soft spoken, so that adds the spice to the soup. So she's a sweet person. She's my support. And when I look at my kid and see that I have something to live for and I have something to show, I should show something tomorrow, say, okay, right through my days, this is what I did. They inspire me so much. My wife always supports me. I want to do a film right now, and I've started talking about the story. I want to get my log line and start doing the treatment. And she was like, that's good. And if she thinks of an idea, she sends it in. So
amazing. So you have a team, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, Team Sule.
Okay, we're not going into marriages now, so yeah, back to you. You recently were in a movie titled Wallet. Tell us a little bit about the film.
Wallet is cute. It's a film about a street guy who actually, an honest street guy. It's difficult to come across people who wash cars, who are honest, but that's about the honest one who found the wallet and gave it back and had to suffer a lot
A lot of story behind the wallet thingy. I saw some of the shorts.
Yeah, a lot of backstory, the B stories, the person's wallet, Abdul and Dauda, both were together. They lived the same house, and Abdul was actually just a cousin to Dauda, and then Abdul had another part of himself. When Dauda dropped his wallet at the car wash, Abdul didn't want the boy to actually return the wallet. He actually wanted to connive with the guy to actually steal the wallet. But the guy is not that kind of person. He's a straight person, and he wanted to get the wallet back, which he did. He got a very good beating for that, and then Abdul eventually planned a robbery that went wrong, and Dauda was killed, and Abdul was actually arrested by the police.
That's an interesting story. Very interesting. Okay, tell us about your taekwondo.
Well, I did Shotokan karate. That was way back when I was in school.
You were also a black belt holder. Where was, when, I don't know. Are you still?
I did karate in Bo. That's a long time. I think I still have.
You want to show us some moves?
I think I can do hand moves, but no.
Not very close to me, yeah? Really? I
think I still have some moves.
Cool.
You know.
You can actually put that into a dance step, you know, like.
I know, right? Yeah, karate, Shotokan karate. You can actually make a dance around it. Anyways,
nice,
go back in the days. No, I'm so slim, so lean, and I can move as fast as I used to.
Indeed. Indeed, you're so lean, you're so slim. Okay, tell us now to the most important part. So, I know you've been itching to tell us about this part, and now I'm coming to that point.
Okay.
What are the most important people or persons in your life?
The most important people in my life. My wife, my daughter, my wife, and my daughter.
And you were there like you don't know what to say. So interesting.
My wife and my daughter. I love my wife. Thank God for being a Christian. So thank God for born again life. Thank God. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Thank God. I didn't do it by myself, people. You
So
rely on
by
Jesus.
yourself.
Jesus will do it.
Right.
Jesus will do it for you. I love my wife. She's everything to me. I love my baby. I have a daughter, Kone. I think we're gonna make a song very soon.
Yeah?
I have a job to do, Esther. I want a boy. I want a boy. What are you talking about?
You are crazy. Seriously. It's not our business. Go do your job. Why do you have to tell us on camera? Oh, what's your problem? What's me so? Don't look at me like that. Okay, ladies.
They can talk about Yanva. People like vision look because now we talking about me a black man. So now watching.
No, really, come on. Yeah?
I love my wife. Mama, I love you.
Hey guys, you better go get married, ladies. Get a husband as soon as possible. Otherwise, Sulaiman is gonna make your life miserable. Alright, Sulaiman, we've come to the most important part of this program, which is why we are here. Live Your Dreams is a show meant to inspire people all over the globe.
Also, the all down there, I mean,
I think so. We want to know about your life, because I know it's been tough coming from
your life look at the blue.
No, seriously. No. Okay, you know what? I'll give you a second to just get into a serious.
Okay, serious mode activated.
Be sensitive, like, you know, meditate like you're about to fight.
Yoga.
Like a Tyson.
Yoga.
Is it Mike Tyson? Michael Jackson.
Yoga.
Okay, seriously. So, Live Your Dreams is meant to inspire people, old, young, across the globe, everywhere. And you go around today, you see so many people who have given up on their dreams, you know, who think they cannot go any further, who were demotivated by you, but they didn't have that strength to pick up again and fight for what they believe in, or fight for their dreams, or fight for who they want to be, because somebody has said you can't be this, you can't be that, and you know, and on and on. Say something to somebody out there to inspire them and to tell them, you know what, shut yourself out from the entire world and be you. Believe that you can live your dreams.
Okay, now first off, don't let people live your life. Live your life. If you allow people to tell you how you're supposed to live your life, and then you're going to live your life not for yourself but for them. If somebody tells me what you're doing is not right, and I have to listen to the person just because he has told me what you're doing is not right, then I'm living my life for that person, which is not correct. With arts, normally our job, there's this side of the job that exposes you to the whole world. The one thing you should know is the fame comes. You have to put the fame aside. It's the job that's making you famous. It's not the fame that's getting you the job. So when they start blabbing, when they start cheering, say, okay guys, thank you. Now you have to know one thing: when they start cheering, that's when you've actually started. That's when the work begins, because that's the time they start raising the bar. The expectation grows. So in actualizing your dream is yours. Nobody should sway you from your dream. Make it happen. And to do that, you have to know that I am from point A, I am going to point B, and nobody's gonna dissuade me. If you try to sway me, I'm not gonna be dissuaded. I'm going right there. So here's what: shut people off. The expectations of people are very high. Don't listen to them. Listen to yourself. It's your expectation that counts, not theirs. They don't know what your dream is. They don't know why you're doing it. So you have to rely on your own self. When I started, I had a girlfriend who didn't want me holding cameras. She wanted to get the money the camera brings. So that's the funny thing. See, you're too big. Why do you hold cameras around? They'll see you as a cameraman. I'm like, okay, that's funny, but I enjoy what I do. If I enjoy being behind the camera, I just act because we don't have plenty actors. But the moment I actually have people acting, I'm going off the screen. And people normally are surprised when they see me. Not to have they seen on TV. If you allow that to get to your head and you forget that it's because you did a good job, that's why they admire you, and you think, yeah, when I'm in a TV, I'm a star right now, when you're not even a star, and then you're gonna fall flat on your face. So when you're there, you know you're there. When I say you know you're there. When Emerson got there, he knew he was there. And in fact, that's when the challenge started, because he has done a couple of albums and he's still there. There are people who started on a very good footing. They couldn't maintain that pace because they got so distracted. And people were saying, well, you're not a celebrity. I like that nonsense you rap right now, say people in the bar. That's not true. You do the nonsense, they'll tell you flat out you do nonsense. And that's the Sierra Leonean. They don't start ideas, but they know how to locate the loopholes, the holes in the ideas. They'll tell you all the holes. Rely on those holes. They are your strength to move on. Don't hate on them for that. That's them. Listen to them and then use that as your strength to move on. And then you'll make it. Don't listen to anybody. Trust me, you'll make it. You'll live your dream.
Thank you, Sulaiman Stevens, so much for being on the show. And yes, that's Sulaiman Stevens telling you not to give up on your dreams. It's Live Your Dreams, and this is a program that tells you that you cannot give up. Don't listen to what anybody else has to say. Listen to yourself and believe in yourself. And don't forget that whatever the mind of a man can conceive, once you believe, you can achieve. Live your dreams. I'm Esther Michael Emeh. Till I come your way again, it's same station, same time. Don't forget to leave.